Nahargarh Fort stands on the edge of the Aravalli Hills overlooking the city of Jaipur in the Indian state of Rajasthan. It was built in the year 1734 by the founder of Jaipur, Maharaja Savai Jai Singh, to increase the protection of the city. Nahargarh and Jaigarh Fort are connected to each other through their extended ramparts, forming fortification. Along with Amer and Jaigarh Fort, Nahargarh once formed a strong defense ring for the city. Another prominent place in the fort is the Madhavendra Bhavan, which is a two-story building that was built for the king and his 9 queens. Nahargarh was used as a place of retreat and was also a hunting residence for the Maharaja. Another huge attraction at the Madhavendra Palace is the sculpture park that has the outstanding pieces of sculptures on display. There are 2 stepwells inside the fort. These stepwells are known as Bawdi. One is in front of the fort and other is opposite to the Madhavendra Bhavan. They both are connected to many canals in the area in order to collect the rainwater. The medieval stepwell was built for collecting and conserving the rainwater coming through the channels laid out on the hills of Nahargarh. Small chambers were built into the channels at intervals to filter the water. Evergreen views from the fort terrace is a sight that you should never miss for anything else when here. Though the fort never came under attack during the course of its history, it did see some historical events, such as the signing of the treaties with the Maratha forces, which attacked Jaipur in the 18th century. The fort has also been known to provide shelter to several Europeans, including the British resident's wife, for their protection during the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857. As the fort never faced any attack, these field guns were entirely unused, and hence the guns in the fort were used to indicate time by firing time signals until 1944. The fort was initially named as Sudarshangarh Fort, but later on its name was changed to Nahargarh Fort. The popular belief is that Nahar here stands for Nahar Singh Bhumiya, whose spirit haunted the place and obstructed the construction of the fort. During the construction of the fort, something strange used to happen every single day. Every morning, the worker would find the previous work destroyed. Maharaja came to know that this place was once belonged to Rathore Prince Nahar Singh Bhumiya, and his spirit haunted the place. Nahar's spirit was pacified by building a temple in his memory within the fort, and also dedicated this fort to the Rathore Prince. Thus, the fort is now known by his name as Nahargarh Fort. Nahargarh Fort underwent major renovations in the year 1868 when Savai Ram Singh extended the fort, which was later completed by Raja Savai Madhav Singh. A range of palaces was built at Nahargarh by Dirk Patel at a cost of nearly 3.5 lakh rupees. This range of palaces are now known as Madhvendra Bhavan, which is the most attractive part of the Nahargarh fort. This enchanting structure, with wall paintings, fine interior designs, and stucco pattern, was architected by Vidyasagar Bhattacharya, the architect of Jaipur. Thakur Fateh Singh of the Raj Imarat was also responsible for the design. Shri Madhvendra Bhavan was built by Maharaja Savai Madhav Singh. The construction was completed in 1892. The double-story building is divided into 10 apartments, of which one was used by the Maharaja himself and other 9 by his concubines. The Maharaja's apartment is connected to all the other 9 apartments through a corridor known as Raja Ka Galiyara. Each apartment comprises of a bedroom, a veranda, courtyard, kitchen and toilet. The queen's rooms were built in such a way that the king could visit any of his queen's room without letting the other queens know about it. There is a fireplace in each bedroom for the winters. The whole palace is adorned with excellent Irish work and fresco paintings. The palace is a good example of Indo-European architecture. Its roof offers a panoramic view of the Jaipur city. Now the Madhvendra Bhavan at the Nahargarh Fort has been converted into mind-blowing sculpture gallery, where the artwork and sculptures of many contemporary artists are displayed. It is the first contemporary public sculptures park in India, and also one of the first example of public and private partnerships in arts. Here you will find sessional exhibitions with collection from both Indian and international artists. The brain behind this concept is curator Peter Nagy, and the exhibition is curated by him. Noile Kedar is the director of the Sculpture Parks program. The Sculpture Park is the joint project between the Government of Rajasthan and the NGO Saath Saath Arts. Aprajita Jain is the founder and director of Saath Saath Arts. The best part is that the sculpture event at the Nahargarh Fort is an annual event, which means the pieces of art are changed every year for the tourists to explore. The Sculpture Park has successfully displayed 2 editions, one in 2018 and subsequent one in 2019. The 2020 edition is scheduled in September 2020. The fort's rampart and the terrace provide a spectacular view of the Jaipur city and its surrounding. You can literally see the entire city from up here. There is no better place to see Jaipur city than gazing at it from the Nahargarh fort. Nahargarh Fort is also a site for Wax Museum. The Wax Museum is the other major attraction inside the fort, which is built on the left side at the entrance of Nahargarh Fort, in support with Department of Archaeology and Museums, Jaipur. The Wax Museum has more than 35 wax and silicone statues from the field of sports, Bollywood, social activists, freedom fighters, Jaipur rulers, etc. It also has a stunning modern day Sheesh Mahal, crafted out of millions of glass pieces. Sheesh Mahal in other parts of Rajasthan does not have a glass floor. That is what makes this a unique place to visit. Outside you can see first look-alike robotic tiger.